Welcome to Free to Be You, where we discuss how people turn challenges into opportunities and create a space for artistry and freedom to flourish. I am so pleased to have with me Christine Horansky. Chrissy is an award-winning advocate for global education and champion for women and girls. She was named one of the top 99 most influential foreign policy leaders under the age of 33 and global shaper by the World Economic Forum. Her work has been featured in the Huffington Post, MTV, and other major media outlets. Her latest project has been publishing a book called Girl Power in the Age of Millennials, Essays on Women, Youth, and Global Social Change. Thank you so much for joining us, Chrissy.
Thank you for having me, Mary. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, I'm very excited about this book that you have out on global social change and girl power. So I'm really intrigued by this title that you have, Girl Power. What does that mean to you?
So girl power to me is this sort of awesome concept. It basically refers to when women and girls feel empowered and feel like they can go out and conquer the world. What's important, especially in global development, is to look at what it means to be an empowered girl. So in looking at what it takes to really help girls be their best selves, we have to talk about education. Education is the key to unlocking girls' potential. It's important not only that we teach girls to read, write, and learn about their rights, but also that we teach girls to, as you said earlier in the show, value themselves, that we teach girls to speak out and speak up and become their own best advocates. Around the world, women and girls face greater challenges when it comes to poverty, and as well as social limitations, economic opportunity, political representation, portrayal in the media. So when we look at girls and what it takes to really help them help themselves and in turn help their communities and nations, we need to start with education and teaching girls to make healthy decisions for themselves.
Education has been such a pivotal shaper in your own life. Going to Harvard, what was that experience like for you from where you grew up and just being in that environment?
So I am actually from a very small town. Today I live and work in the nation's capital, but it wasn't always like that. So I started out growing up on a dirt road in the countryside, but I was sort of obsessed with the wider world and also in making a change, making a difference in people's lives. For me, education was that ticket out of my small town. So I went from Western Massachusetts, where I was raised, to Mount Holyoke, one of the first women's colleges in the United States that really helped to mainstream women's education in the 19th century. And then from there on to Harvard. I was shaped by my experiences living in South America as an exchange student when I was in college. And from that, I really saw that people are what powers development. And the best way to empower anyone is to make sure they have the education that they need to succeed and to really be the masters of their own destinies.
So what role do you see young people playing today in media and in being these powerful movers and shakers?
So I think it's very interesting. We're on the cusp of such an exciting time, really going into the 21st century. And my message in the book is that young women are really playing an important role, very important role going forward. Not only are young women changing the world, but they are really, at this point in history, changing public perception of what leadership looks like in the 21st century. So when we talk about things like media, that's a very important reflection of our culture. And it's very important to work in media and help uplift the voices of women and girls, as you're doing, Mary.
Thank you so much. And I couldn't agree with you more, especially with Malala again being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize and all of the outreach and advocacy she's been doing.
So one thing that I would love to say is that Malala is a terrific example of the change that young women can have on this planet.
Malala, like so many other advocates, have been showcased in an important work that you did for Girl Rising, and the director of Girl Rising, Academy and Emmy Award nominee Richard Robbins, he said in a quote, "To me, the common thread for girls in the film was that they each believed against all evidence that they deserved more. They just had a deep sense of their own power and potential. For many of the girls we profiled, they often found an expression for their hope and will in some kind of art, poetry, dance, art, song." And I love that that's from an interview that you had with him on Girl Rising. So tell me what your thoughts are on that idea.
I love this quote. I love the film. The film was so powerful. Women today are still underrepresented across all spectrums of media. And it's so important to tell women's stories, not only in fiction, but also in real life. So this is a phenomenal documentary with a lineup of A-list celebrities who were voice actors, but what they really did was put the girls front and center. So it's an opportunity for these young girls around the world who are facing down difficult obstacles in their own lives every day to make their voices heard. And for me, that was so important.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful that you're helping these girls have their voices heard, and especially through different art forms. It's just crucial. I also wanted to touch base a little bit about your Twitter handle. You tweet under the name Miss Millennial. Why is that? What does being a millennial mean to you?
So to me, I love this concept of being a millennial. The future is here now. And for millennials who grew up by and large in a world of post 9/11, things are very different from us. For us, I think we are much more diverse. We recognize that our world is global, that problems are global, that solutions are global, and I think there's this sort of sisterhood, I believe, among young women today. At the same time, social media has really transformed our landscape, in particular, giving people all over access to tell their stories, to connect with one another, and making media more open and accessible. We are seeing now the ramifications of that throughout the world. And I think while media has its challenges, it also can be a huge opportunity for women, particularly around social media, in creating new forms of media, new forms of expression, and advocacy for the causes that most impact their lives.
Yeah, you're so right, and you are really helping raise that message. So thank you very much for the work you're doing and for this wonderful book, which is now available on Amazon.
They say, girl, have patience. The world doesn't change in a day. But faith is knowing you're strong now. Your dreams don't have to wait. They say there are boundaries. We can only run so far. But smash the boundaries that hold us back. There's no ceiling in the stars.